When you are aiming for higher levels of visibility, you've probably heard before how you need to tackle your fear of being seen, and that you probably have a fear of being seen. And you have also probably already worked with that fear. And just to tell you in short, if you have fear of people's judgment, if you fear other people's opinions of you, or the hate that you might get online, or the criticism that you might receive, then that could be a fear of being seen. However, if you have already worked with that pattern or that visibility wound, as they call it, and you might find out that you still feel blocked even though you worked on that, and even though you feel like you don't really care about what other people say about you, like you're not really that interested or invested in their opinions, and you show up online and you take action, you do what you need to do, whether online or in real life, yet you still feel like there is something holding you back, that there is something blocking you, and you still can't seem to figure it out. You might think that you need to work more or you need to heal deeper on that visibility wound. However, you might not have the particular fear of being seen. You might be feeling fear of being seen trying. And this type of fear might not be so easily recognized. When you have fear of being seen trying, okay, what that means is that what you fear is that you fear being seen as a person that is at the beginning stages, that is a beginner, that is in the process, that is, as they say, becoming. Although I don't really believe in that word becoming, because you already are everything that you seek. And that connects to quantum entanglement. If you're into that, you can look into that. But you already have it all the potentials and potentialities within you. So you're not really becoming something outside of you. But anyways, when you have that fear, you just want to be seen in your final form, right? That is the root behind the fear of being seen trying, is that you don't want to be seen in the progress. You don't want to be seen as someone that is growing, that is starting small, okay? And everyone starts small. Everyone starts from zero. No one starts, big from the get-go. And it's very normal that you start small. However, the reason why you might be feeling like, or your nervous system might not feel safe being seen as someone that is starting small or someone that is in the process, is that you might have the pattern of not feeling good enough. And you might equate, feeling or being good enough as being in your final form, as being that successful person, as being someone who's already achieved this. You've already achieved that level of success. You've already attained and accomplished that thing and are at that level that you aspire to, and you only see that level as good enough. And of course, that's a block and that's a limiting belief, and that is not true. The other thing is that is important for you to know: when you deny yourself being seen as you are right now in this form that you are at, even if you're starting small, even if it's messy, even if it's not, perfect, even if it can be a bit, chaotic, especially when it comes to content creation, because we are so exposed to so many creators that have blown up overnight and have achieved a massive level of success, and you might be comparing yourself to them. And of course, that is also normal, and that is only a reflection of your own desires and what you wish to attain for yourself, and that is absolutely valid and normal. So you don't need to dismiss yourself for feeling that way or shame yourself for feeling that way. Back to the previous point, is that ironically, when you deny yourself being seen in your present form as you are right now, what you are doing subconsciously, unknowingly, is that you are sending a message to your subconscious that you are not good enough right now. You are not good enough as you are. And you see, this becomes like this kind of loop. is that you believe that you can only be good enough when you achieve that level of success, when you are in your final form. But at the same time, in doing that, you are sending the message to your subconscious that you are not good enough as you are right now. And that makes perfect sense. And this is also something that I have gone through. I am not speaking from a place where I have mastered this. I am speaking about this topic as someone that is also navigating this and has gone through this, because it's one of the things that has really held me back from starting this channel. And so I am with you in this. The other thing is that when you hold yourself back from sharing your voice, your message, your wisdom in your present form as you are right now, you are really denying other people from the gifts and the wisdom and the inspiring stories that you might have that could change their lives, because you don't know the people out there that need to hear what you have to share. Think about how many times you randomly stumbled upon a video on any social media platform, shifted something internally within you that changed everything for you. What to do in this type of situation is that you start taking steps in allowing yourself or expose yourself to more visibility, so that you help your nervous system feel safe to be seen as you are right now. You need to reframe what good enough means, because you might not be aware of that, but what you associate as being good enough, what you have identified as being good enough, might as well be old programming and conditioning that is in your subconscious, not aware of. Success that is measurable, success that is quantifiable, the numbers, the views, the metrics, etc. This is what we are constantly exposed to, but at the same time, this is what we are conditioned to believe, that that is success, that that is being good enough. And being at any type of level below that means that you're not good enough, means that you are not there, and means that you need to cast yourself out and deny yourself the opportunity of sharing what you have to offer, of sharing your gifts and sharing your expression and sharing your voice with the world. And who does that serve? Ask yourself, who does that serve when you do that? Who does this benefit? Who is benefiting from you not sharing your voice just because you think that you need to be a certain way, achieve a certain level of success that is actually determined by someone else, by society? So it's not even might not be even determined by you. Because if you had your own definition of success, then you might as well believe that just showing up is success. Just showing up for your dreams, just showing up for what is calling for you, showing up for your desires is success in itself. And that really shifts the focus and importance from what we perceive as big to the little things that we do every day that actually is the building block to that thing that we perceive as big, because that is the bridge to that. So think about and reassess your own metrics of success. You need to redefine what good enough actually means, because you are good enough as you are right now, with what you have to share, with what you have to offer, because it can change someone's life. Someone might be looking for exactly what you have to offer, and you are denying the world of your gifts when you are allowing the fear of being seen trying to hold you back. You deserve to take up space. Please allow yourself to take up more space as you are and where you are right now. Give voice to your current expression. Okay, I hope this video helped you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!